All right, it's August 16th, time for another update of the company. I consider basically July 16th to have been the beginning of the company in some ways because we launched on June 16th with the Kickstarter. July 16th it ended. That sort of guaranteed the basic foundational start for the company, and now here we are a month later after that, 4 weeks later from that important milestone. So where are we? Where's the company going? So it's going in a lot of different places. So first of all, we have 15 books that we've made in the last 9 to 10 months, kind of like building up to the company's launch. Have been commissioning and so far have delivered to the printer 15 books, children's books, illustrated, beautifully done and written, all that. So we have that ready, and so the company's a subscription-based model, right? So we're sending these books out to our subscribers. We're not selling them individually piecemeal. We're sending them at 2 per month. So that means we'll need to have 12 books ready by, from now August to like January in order to not run out. So at only 15, that sounds like a lot, but when you have so many more that you have to deliver over the course of a year, we're only halfway through, right? So we'll need to order another 15 books and send those out to be written and illustrated over the next 3-4 months quickly, so that when the half-year mark runs up in February, we'll have the next 15 or 12 or 14 books ready in line to fill in that gap. So by the end of basically a year from now, by August 2022, we will have had at least 24 books that have been written, designed, illustrated, and printed. And maybe probably more like 27 up to 30 books is what I'm thinking. That's going to be good. One debate that I've been having is whether to branch out and age up into the next age bracket. Right now our books are very sort of youngest age possible oriented, right? So if you're 2 to 4, 2 to 5 years old, the books are for you. A lot of our families have children that are 7, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. We're not reaching those kids right now. So I've been thinking about whether it's time to start to find and write stories that are older. But then again, one thing that I've learned is it's always better to build on your strengths, right? So expanding to another age bracket and writing books that are more complicated at this early stage might let us capture more of the family's audience. But then again, it's going to require so much more other kind of thinking about storytelling, and create books that are different, create illustrations that are different. It's going to require a whole different approach to storytelling and bookmaking. So instead of doing that and learning a whole new track, a whole new rail on which to drive the train, it might be better just to continue with the current track that we've really mastered well, and we know how to make books that are 2 to 5 years old appropriate really well, beautifully illustrated, written well, like all the things you would want. We can do that really well. We've learned a lot of how to do that over the last 9 months. So it seems like even though I'd like to expand to the next age bracket very quickly, the more practical decision seems to be to stay in the alley that and just continue to build on that, continue to find new families and find new children in that right age bracket, and add those to our list of subscribers. So that's probably what we'll do for the next 6 months. And then January, February, we'll probably recalibrate. We'll see if now we are ready, we have enough. Because by January, we'll have had, as I mentioned, 24 books. A year's worth of supply for a new subscriber. So that should be such a good backlog of inventory that we're probably going to be in a good place. But then again, what if you subscribe for more than a year? What if you are like a long time subscriber and you've been with us for a year and now you want to see what's next, right? You're not going to necessarily leave after a year if we are doing our jobs well. So we may need to continue to build up. A year's worth may not be enough. You may need a year and a half, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years worth of book supply if you're a loyal subscriber, because each month we want new different books, right? And there's 2 of them, right? So the big question of when to branch out to the next age bracket, it's going to be one of the big ones to think about over the next year. When has the time come? Because it's a moving target. There's no clear answer, and at least for now, for this moment, the only clear answer is that we got to stay in our track and continue to do what we do best, rather than try to be greedy and expand too much and get dwarfed and swamped in all the complexities of opening a new product line that always accompany, every new kind of thing you're trying to do. That there's always a bajillion details that come with that you never anticipated. So I'd rather not have to deal with new bajillion of details. We know what we're doing now. We know how to do it well. We'll continue doing that for the next some months.